There was somebody that quoted that there's 3 rings in marriage. There's the engagement ring, there's the marriage ring, and there's suffer ring, okay? That doesn't have to be true, okay? That doesn't have to be true. You guys can choose happiness, you guys can choose joy, work through those things with happiness, okay? In conclusion, I'll say this. The 2 words that I want you to hang on to, okay, is everything and forever. Those things. This is your guys' desire, and it always has been. If you will put Christ in the center of your life, if you will love Christ even more than you love each other, if Christ will be the center of your marriage, you guys will give everything. And if Christ is the center of your marriage, it will be forever, until death do you part.
Yeah, we didn't sleep. I think I slept like 2 hours, but I was just so excited.
I've never seen Morgan get up earlier. She was working out like 7.
Kaden, we're here, man.
Yo, you guys are here. We're all here.
You guys, this guy's getting married in a couple hours. What do you think?
I was like looking for a church, and we found this church, Rock Harbor.
And so we have all been going to the porch. I've been going with my buddies and everything. And so it was a church service is what the porch is. And so we went on a Tuesday night, and then I remember we saw Grace and she was with all of her soccer buddies, so we went and said like hi and everything.
I remember we sat right behind him during the sermon. And so I was like listening to the sermon, but he was right there, and I was like, oh, he looks kind of cute. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, in my head, I remember saying to myself, yes. I remember saying, Morgan, focus, like you need to focus.
And Morgan and I, we didn't talk or anything, but she was kind of like in the back, and then we locked eyes for a little bit. I was like, who is that girl? Like, she's pretty. And then we ended up going to the soccer game the next few days, and then saw her playing 2-6. And then so we kind of, that's been a nickname actually. When I first met her, I would just call her 2-6.
Rising sun hits the sky, see it open before us. Take these hopes, hold them high, every step takes you closer. Oh, 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 oh. The stars will show us. Oh, 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 oh. It's all waiting for us. Every turn a living color, heaven knows what we'll discover. A story in the
yeah, I think we just kind of knew. It was only like 3 or 4 months before we got engaged, and he asked me in Leavenworth, and it was like a movie.
It was December 22nd or 21st. It was December 22nd. I flew out there, surprised her. She didn't know I was coming. And this is when she was gonna be gone for like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. So I was like, dang, it's tough. But that was like our first time like apart for that long. And then so yeah, I flew out there, surprised her. And her mom and I had this conversation. And like I already talked to her dad and everything. And then so we were kind of planning everything. And then we drove up to Leavenworth, and it was kind of like a family trip.
And we started on the sleigh ride. It was super pretty. Snow was falling. We're riding like on the sled with the reindeer, like so pretty. So
that was all correlated, and then the guy driving the sleigh, stopped it, and it was like,
They stopped by this river, and I was like, oh, like it's so pretty, and he's just like, yeah, and the guy goes, oh, well, like I forgot his exact words, but he's like, does anyone like want to go down the river, like take some pictures? And yeah, he started, on the way down, he was just talking to me, like saying that I was his everything, and
then I walked her down to the lake, and then that's when I asked her to marry me. So.
Yeah, but I said yes, and then I turned and I was like, finally! But yeah, so.
Anyone around her, like, she does not have a bad bone in her body, and it's very evident just looking at her smile. And so I'll say her smile is one of the things I love most about her, and the way she loves Jesus. So.
He hasn't seen me at all. It's like a total surprise. So yeah, I'm excited for him to see me, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, yeah. Mary's already made me cry like twice today, so I don't feel bad that she's crying.
Rising sun hits the sky.
Take these hopes and hold them high.
Every time you live in color, heaven knows what we'll discover. A story in the making, at the start of something later than we could uncover. Holding on to all this wonder. A story in the making, the world is ours for the taking. A story in the making, the world is ours for the taking.
You look amazing.
Don't cry, I'm gonna make me cry.
So happy for you. I'm proud of you. Everything's working out. Doing it the right way. Let's keep putting God first.
I, Kaden, take you, Morgan,
I, Kaden, take you, Morgan,
to be my wedded wife,
to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part,
till death do us part,
according to God's will.
according to God's will.
Kaden, do you promise this? If so, please answer by saying, I do.
I do.
I, Morgan, take you, Kaden,
I, Morgan, take you, Kaden,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer and for poor,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part,
till death do us part,
according to God's will.
according to God's will.
Morgan, do you promise to do this? If so, please answer by saying, I do.
I do.
And the laws of the state, I, as a minister of the gospel, declare that they are husband and wife. What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate. Kaden Morgan, I now declare you man and wife. Kaden, you may kiss your bride. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Kaden Fedor.
It would not be a rare sighting to find her eating lots of sweets, genuinely enjoying a good children's movie on the couch with the cousins, or goofing off with my little bros during a long car ride. But best of all, right now, I love that she's deliberately and wisely so choosing to have fun with Kaden and with Jesus. And because these two will bring her the most fun she's ever had in life. So, I love you so much, Morgie. I almost got through it, almost. And there's no one alive who is youer than you. And that brings me so much joy. I love you.
Sprinkled in there are the vivid memories I have of us making up ridiculous dances together and trying to craft up pranks against the boys, which always went wrong. Like we dug up a ditch in the woods for them and we fell into it ourselves an hour later. And also getting to play high school soccer together was very fun. But at the end of the day, the irony of being the older sister is that I've actually learned so much from you. I've seen how you've grown into a woman who cares more about what God says is good and true and beautiful and less about what the world has to say. And I've seen you reject the life that strives endlessly for the world's acceptance and praise. But you've rather accepted and celebrated the way that God defines you. And it's been so inspiring to see how you've internalized this and how you've allowed it to change your life. You exude so much confidence and light wherever you go. You just light up every room you walk into. And you give your all into everything that you do. I'm truly honored to be your sister, and I could not be happier for the perfect match that you found in Kaden.
Some people say friends come and go, and that might be true, but Kaden's been way more than a friend to me my whole life. He's been family, and I've seen him nothing more than that, or nothing. I don't know, I said that wrong. But he's just family to me. You know, he's one of my brothers. And so I'm so glad that, you know, he's found someone that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And for me, I couldn't be more honored to be standing right here next to him. So yeah, with that, I'm just gonna steal a toast from Ted Lasso, one of my favorite shows here. And I'm gonna raise a glass with me, and we're gonna toast to here's the family that you're born with, and to the family that you meet along the way. So to Kaden and Morgan.